Hi guys. So today's video is going to be a message you need to hear right now. And we have three piles, pile 1, 2, and 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And we're going to get started with pile 1. Had to move a little bit. So for pile 1, this may be a time to really rely on your intuition and your gut instincts and to really follow where that leads you and to not be scared to face or go into the unknown, to know that you will be safe and protected, to know that you have the ability to protect yourself and it's all within you, and to also know that what you are feeling to be true is true. As long as you're connected and in your peaceful state, you can hear your intuition loud and clear, and you can trust to follow that. There may also be somebody entering your life as well that could be very protective, somebody that may be here to guide you towards listening to your intuition more, towards trusting your instincts more. And you might be a little intimidated by this person at first, may not trust them at first, but if there is someone coming into your life like that, then they are there to help you learn and grow. We also have this purple heart. So once again, intuition, listening to your intuition, trusting in it, trusting that you know deep down what your heart wants and where you want to go. Finding peace with what you want and where you want to go, because maybe it doesn't look like something that normal people would want to be doing as well. It could be that too. And we also have this Superman American flag earring here. So, maybe you are also becoming more independent in some way, finding your freedom, and really stepping up into your power and finding peace with speaking your truth and expressing your truth, and trying to do so from a place coming from your heart, from a place coming from a good place with good intentions, and at the same time being able to express yourself and find your freedom and your intuition or your individuality, and really stepping up into your power, seeing your strength, seeing who you truly are, which is definitely a leader. So we have everyone seems to know you or want to. You shine brighter than gold. There's a song called Brighter Than Gold by Louis II too. I actually just pulled that in my last reading, so if you picked that pile and this pile, let me know in the comments. Always making your own choices. Peer pressure falls on deaf ears. Yeah, a leader. And another thing to remember about being in a leadership role is to remember that not everybody is going to follow your leadership. And it's okay if people disagree or have different opinions or feel like they should be doing different things, and to just let that go. On top of the world, everything is looking up. So really, right now, you're feeling very on top of the world, and like everything is looking up in your life. You have been able to turn away from peer pressure. You have been able to set your boundaries and hold to them. And that just falls on deaf ears because you know what you want and you do what you want, and you don't allow others to control you through manipulative agendas and things like that. You are somebody who really just shines very brightly wherever you go. A lot of people are around you and wanting to get to know you and wanting to come into your space, and you're really being able to maintain a state of peace during this time, even with all the chaos and stress going on. There might be a lot of people coming into your life and shining attention on you where there wasn't a whole lot of that in the past. And you might even be just a little bit leery of this attention as well. You are glowing right now. Enjoy this feeling. So enjoy this feeling. Enjoy the happiness in your life. Enjoy how good you're feeling, how good you're looking, how good you're doing. Play your cards close to your chest. Strategy is necessary here. So yeah, don't talk a whole lot about what's going on in your life and what you're doing and the goals you're trying to accomplish and achieve, because strategy is a necessary thing in whatever you're doing in whatever situation you're in. Being able to really know when to speak and when to hold back. It's okay to decide to change paths at any time. You are never bound to stay in the same spot forever. Yeah. You're somebody who really believes that it's okay to move on if something is no longer serving your highest good. And it's okay to make a decision to go a different direction. It's okay to explore your options, and it's okay to, want something today and want something different tomorrow. And you don't care what anybody else says about that either, which is why you're so on top of the world and everything is looking up. Because you've been able to stick to your guns and you've been able to go after what you want no matter what anybody else thinks. And you've been able to roll with the punches and adapt and change as necessary. Swim with the current with grace and dignity. So yeah, just try to go with the flow. Enjoy the moment, live in the moment, enjoy life and everything that's going on around you. Keep going forward towards your goals and allow things to happen for you. So these are my new cards. So we got King of Pentacles here. So if there is somebody new coming into your life, this is somebody very solid, grounded, stable, reliable, dependable, that kind of energy. Or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if we're going by Earth energy. What page did that say? 184. Viral, successful, industrious, devoted, steadfast, authoritative, reliable, dedicated. Take pride in your accomplishments, pay it forward, honor your process. Now is not the time to make any changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy, abuse, or misuse of power. So yeah, right now you might be in a spot where there's a lot going on, a lot of different options, a lot of different everything going on at once, and you really don't know which way you're supposed to be going. But that's okay. You can just go with the flow and you can be on the path you're on right now. And when it comes time to make the decision, you'll know what to do, you know. Remember to walk your talk and remember to move forward, taking pride in the work that you do and the accomplishments that you achieve. Remember to pay forward your successes, to honor your own process, to honor your own self, to honor and to be supportive, stable, strong, trustworthy, honest, and open. Not but when to speak and when not to speak as well, because there's also the Four of Earth here, which a lot of times is about holding back, or you've been holding back. But it's been strategy, maybe. Commitment, stability, reliability, steady progress, endurance, perseverance, stoicism. Slow and steady progress, one step at a time. Fear and doubt slow forward momentum. Do not falter. Rest and recharge. A good outcome ahead. Do not make hasty decisions. Watch for careless errors. So now is a time to really make sure that you're balancing your life. You're taking care of yourself. You're resting when you need to, eating the right foods, doing the right things for you, staying on top of your work, and just putting one foot in front of the other, knowing that everything is going to pan out, and allowing the anxiety and fear to fall away so that you can really focus on just moving forward, knowing that everything is going to be okay in the end, and everything will pay off in the end. Even if it's not in the outcome that you expect, it will still pay off, because every time we put in that faith, hard work, trust, all that kind of stuff, it does pay off in one way or another. Sometimes it's in the most unexpected ways imaginable, though, as well. So release the outcome. So the Eight of Water is what this one is. We have gratitude, appreciation, delight, joyfulness, happiness, positivity, pride, harmony. A positive state of appreciation, the attitude of gratitude. Create a positive environment. Be prideful but not boastful. Cherish what you have now. If you are already unhappy, more will not make you happier. Focus on all that is good in your life. Question an unnecessary desire for more. So, this really right now is a time to be very grateful for everything that you have in front of you, to appreciate everything that you have in front of you, to be open to new things coming in, but not to expect them, and to be able to release a need to have more. It's time to really find peace and gratitude in the situation you're in right in this moment without worrying about the future outcome, and to allow that to be released, all the anxiety surrounding it to be released, all the anxiety for needing more than what you have right now. Because right now, everything is really good. So enjoy it. And then we have the Youth, 34. Adventure, new horizons, excitement, independence, freedom, rebellion, impulsiveness, loyalty, compromise. Quest for adventure, live in the moment, action without thought, defying tradition and conformity, greater risk, greater reward, assert your independence, embrace individuality, a new direction, freedom from fear and doubts, a time of conflict or turmoil, communication and compromise, address desires. So right now it's time to take stock of what you really want. It's time to understand that you can change paths at any time. It's time to really leave the security and stability of the past behind, to enjoy life in the moment without action, and to really defy tradition and conformity and take a great risk. Take a risk to go on an adventure and to discover new things, to be curious, to test things without having to have a name on it. There may be consequences at the end of the day for the choices we make, but there can also be great rewards as well. The greater the risk, the greater consequences, and the greater rewards. Don't be afraid to make a risk because it may be consequences instead of rewards. Because at the end of the day, both serve their purpose anyway. So that's what I have for this pile, and I would absolutely love to hear what's going on in your situation and if this resonated with you. I always love to hear from you guys and everything that you're going through. So leave me a comment below, or if you have a suggestion for a future video, I'd love to hear that as well. And I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye. Pile 2. So for pile 2, I think there's a lot of happiness, optimism, drive, motivation, ambition going on in your life right now. A lot of passion, a lot of desire, fire, creativity. You know, there may be a lot of mirroring going on in your life as well. Some sort of situation where there's a lot of mirroring going on. A lot of purity and freedom as well with all the white birds. Tranquility. You know, that inner peace and happiness. You're finding that inner peace and happiness within. And you're finding that you can have that anywhere. You may be dreaming of distant horizons and wanting to go places and do things and go on new adventures and see new things and places and people and, you know, just enjoy life, connect with nature more, things like that. And at the same time, you are finding that peace and happiness with whatever is going on in your life. And you are really starting to integrate your passions into your life more. And it's bringing a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and a lot of drive, really, to accomplish everything else in your life by releasing the shame and the guilt surrounding any kind of passions that you have. You will be able to reach this state of contentment if you're not here. We did actually get this coin in my last reading too, so if you got this coin in my last reading, let me know in the comments. So it's a coin from the Philippines, and what it's making me think of is just being very driven, very focused on your path, very focused on aligning with your purpose. And there's also a mirroring energy on the back of this as well with mountains too. You know, there's a lot of stability here in whatever energy is going on, a lot of strength. a lot of obstacles to overcome, a lot of lessons to learn, and a lot of growth to be had by delving deep within yourself and looking at the reflections coming back at you, looking at how you're communicating to others and how they may be communicating to you, and how that may be a dual communication. I'm in the middle of a video, guys. You guys need to calm down. I'll be out in a few minutes.
He's just kicking me in the back. I didn't kick you.
Sorry about that. You must have self-respect, only then can you respect somebody else. So there might be some communication things going on in your life, and you might notice that it's a mirrored thing. That when you speak in a peaceful, tranquil, harmonious way, that comes back to you when you're having respect for others. And when you're not, then that comes back to you as well. Sometimes it can't be helped, and it does happen that there are people that are disrespectful even when you aren't being respectful. But a lot of times when it comes to daily interactions with people, that's what's really going on. Under the surface, there's a lot of purity and pure of heart intentions, but there might be a lot of things clouding that vision. You attend to the details, seeing the bigger picture. Your smile is contagious. It lights up a room. You aren't what people expect. You are a great teacher with a lot of knowledge to share. You always see the positive in any situation. So once again, you're somebody who really looks deeply into a situation. Sorry, this is a little bit different than what I was saying earlier, but you're somebody who really looks deeply within a situation and you can see the good in it. Beyond all the fiery passions and things like that are going on, you can see the good in it. And you really do find that optimism and hope and beauty in every situation that you see. You see the bigger picture and you attend to all those tiny little details to help that grow into something. You're somebody who really lights up, and when you do, you light up a room. You're really not what people expect at first. Once they get to know you, they see a whole different side of you, because that surface level perception of you may be very distorted. And once they delve in, it's a completely different picture. They might see something that's perfect, completely picture perfect, because you're so happy, optimistic, youthful, passionate, fiery, vibrant, bold, and you stand your ground and fight for your beliefs and things like that. But what they don't realize is you do have a lot of that murkiness. You have some of those doubts, those anxieties, those fears, those things that come up that cloud your judgment and get in the way. But you take the time to delve in and look at those things from a from a different perspective and to focus on the good. And that's what gives you that strength, that stability, that optimism, and that hope and that belief. Honesty is always the best policy. Make sure that you are in a calm state so that you can say what you mean. So once again, yeah, you're somebody who attends to the details. You know that if you take the time out to figure out what you want to say before you say it, you will say the right thing. Because you want to make sure that you look at a situation in its entirety before you express yourself. Feel you have everything that you need within. You are worthy and strong. And yeah, you may not feel this, you may not see this, you may not know this. You may be looking in this mirror thinking that it's not as good as it is. But you are amazing, And it's time to start feeling that and feeling like you have everything that you need within yourself, and you don't need anything from the outside. Makeup. You don't need expensive clothes. You don't need, you have everything you need within yourself. It's not your house. It's not your lawn. It's not your clothes. It's not your, it's you within that has everything you need. The universe will provide the rest, and it'll be providing much more once you feel that you have everything that you need to be able to succeed. Look deeper under the surface. You might see things that were missed before. Take care of your mental health. So yeah, you're somebody who really always looks deeper under the surface, though. And it might be time to look under the surface again to see some things that might have been missed before, so that you can understand that you do have everything that you need. So you can just blow people away, You're somebody who really does take care of your mental health, I feel. You're not what people expect. You're somebody who does have those moments and things like that. They don't really expect you to have those moments so much because of how peaceful you seem from the surface. And as long as you continue to take care of your mental health, you generally do by taking care of yourself, you're able to handle everything and remain in a hopeful, optimistic, good state. And when you start falling behind on that, you might revert back into a state of not feeling worthy or not feeling good enough. Healing emotions, the hero, and the queen of water. So, this may also be somebody who may have in the past felt like somebody could have come in to save them, and they've really been able to heal that as well, if that's the case. They've been able to, and it also may be needing to heal any shame or guilt over needing someone to once in a while pick up and save the day for you, because some people really have a hard time allowing people to save the day for them because other people have held it against them, or because it's been their trust in others has been abused and misused, and when they needed them they weren't there, and so they don't want to be vulnerable again and allow somebody in to help them in those ways. Those things can come up too. So we got healing, 75. Healing, release, purification, forgiveness, transformation, infection. To be human is to be wounded. A time to connect body, mind, spirit, and soul. Let go of definitions and labels. Nurture passions and seek pleasure, authenticity, honesty, and laughter. Find the source of disease and distress. You need to forgive. Do what's necessary to increase well-being. Do not dwell on the unchangeable past. Shift your attention and do not allow your pain to hurt others. Seek treatment and do not be afraid. So, if there is somebody here that needs to seek treatment for their mental health, then please do that, and whether that's whatever treatment you believe in, if that means going and connecting to yourself in nature, if that means going and talking to a doctor and getting antidepressants or anti-anxiety pills, if that means smoking a little weed, if that means, whatever way it is for you, whatever helps you, do that and take care of yourself and really be able to put that time and attention on yourself so that you can figure out what you do need if there is a need that's lacking. Because it's not something outside of yourself, it's something inside yourself. Then we have emotions. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we go, 119. Emotions, feelings, emotional honesty, positive emotions, negative emotions, acknowledgement, acceptance, and expression. So now is also a time to accept the emotions you may be feeling, to allow yourself to feel them. The positive emotions, the negative emotions, be completely honest with yourself. Accept